Welcome to Travel by Turtles. Today, we're going to show you the top things to see and do in Mexico City. Mexico City is the capital of Mexico and one of the most populated cities in the world. It is a vibrant and diverse metropolis that offers visitors many activities and attractions, from world-class museums such as the National Museum of Anthropology to historical sites like the Metropolitan Cathedral. Mexico City is a place that can get anyone excited. We'll be highlighting fun things to enjoy, like exploring the ancient Aztec ruins and tasting the traditional Mexican cuisine. Join us as we explore the best of Mexico City and discover its rich culture, extensive history, and vibrant atmosphere. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel videos like this one. Vámonos! Number 1. The National Museum of Anthropology. This is one of the most important museums in Mexico City and probably the most visited in all of Mexico. It's home to an irreplaceable collection of pre-Columbian art and artifacts, including the famous Aztec calendar stone. Guests can take a guided tour of the museum and learn about the history and culture of Mexico's ancient civilizations. The museum also features a beautiful garden that is home to several sculptures and other artifacts. Number 2. The Metropolitan Cathedral. The Metropolitan Cathedral is the main Catholic church in Mexico City and the largest cathedral in Latin America. The cathedral is located in the heart of the city and features a beautiful Baroque facade and an impressive interior with a multitude of chapels, altarpieces, and frescoes. Travelers can tour the cathedral to learn about its history and architecture, and the cathedral also offers great views of the city from its bell tower. Number 3. The Zócalo. As the main square in Mexico City, the Zócalo is among the largest public squares in the world. The area is surrounded by several important buildings and monuments, including the Metropolitan Cathedral and the National Palace. Those interested can take a walk around the square and admire the beautiful architecture and sculptures. The square is also a great spot for people watching and for learning about the city's history and culture. Number 4. Chapultepec Park. You will marvel at the variety of museums found around Chapultepec Park, including the Museum of Anthropology and the Museum of Modern Art. Chapultepec is the largest city park in Latin America and one of the most significant in Mexico City. Adventurers can take a walk around the park and admire its beautiful gardens and sculptures. The park also features a lake where visitors can take a boat ride and a castle that was once the residence of Mexico's president. Number 5. The Frida Kahlo Museum. Also known as the Blue House, this museum is the former home of famous Mexican painter Frida Kahlo. Explorers can follow a guide through the museum and learn about the life and work of its former owner. The museum holds a collection of her paintings and personal belongings, including her iconic clothing and jewelry. Visitors can also explore the beautiful gardens and learn about the history of the house. Number 6. The Xochimilco. Xochimilco is located on the southern outskirts of Mexico City. Here, guests can take a traditional boat ride on the canals, also known as trajineras, and admire the beautiful gardens and floating markets. Xochimilco is also a great spot for street food and learning about the history and culture of Mexico City. Number 7. The Tequila and Mezcal Tour. Mexico is famous for its tequila and mezcal, and visitors can take a tour here to learn about the production and history of these famous Mexican spirits. Travelers can tour a distillery and learn about the different production processes and the wide varieties of tequila and mezcal available. Tourists can also feel free to taste different samples of tequila and mezcal and purchase bottles to take home. Number 8. The Mercado de la Merced. Known for its wide variety of traditional Mexican crafts, textiles, and souvenirs, the Mercado de la Merced is one of the most famous markets in Mexico City. Adventurers can stroll around the market and admire the colorful stalls and vendors selling a vast range of products. The market is also a great spot for street food, where those interested can try traditional Mexican dishes such as tacos, tamales, and more. Number 9. The Palacio de Bellas Artes. Located in the historical center of Mexico City, The Palacio de Bellas Artes is a cultural center and theater known for its impressive collection of Mexican art and Art Nouveau architecture. Visitors can follow a guide through the palace and learn about the history and architecture of the building. The palace also features several art exhibitions, concerts, and other cultural events. Number 10. The Templo Mayor. Once the main temple of the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan, this temple is an archaeological site located in the heart of Mexico City, where explorers can take a guided tour of the site and learn about the history and culture of the Aztec civilization. The site features several ruins of the temple, including the Templo Mayor itself, as well as a variety of artifacts and sculptures that were discovered there. Number 11. The Bosque de Chapultepec. Located in the western part of Mexico City, this bosque is a large urban park, the largest city park in Latin America in fact, and one of the most important in Mexico City. Explorers can walk around and admire the beautiful gardens, lakes, and sculptures found within. The park also features several museums and cultural institutions, and even features an amusement park and a zoo. Number 12. The Paseo de la Reforma. The Paseo de la Reforma is a major avenue located in the center of Mexico City. It is known for its beautiful architecture, intricate sculptures, and magnificent monuments. Guests can travel along the avenue and admire the many monuments and buildings, including the Angel of Independence, a famous landmark and symbol of Mexico City, and the Diana Cazadora, a statue of the Roman goddess Diana. This avenue also hosts a multitude of parks and gardens, and is lined with several high-end shops, restaurants, and hotels. Number 13. The Centro Histórico. The Centro Histórico is the historic center of Mexico City. Adventurers can travel through the historic center and admire the beautiful colonial-era architecture, including some of the previously mentioned structures on this list. Visitors can also explore the many museums and cultural institutions located here, such as the Museum of the Templo Mayor from before and the Museum of Mexico City. Number 14. The Coyoacán. Located in the southern part of Mexico City, the Coyoacán is a historic neighborhood known for its colonial-era architecture and its bohemian atmosphere. Explorers can feel free to waltz through the neighborhood and admire the beautiful mansions and houses, many of which have been converted into museums, art galleries, and cultural centers. Guests can also explore the many street markets and food vendors in the neighborhood as they enjoy the lively nightlife scene. Number 15. The Mexico City Museum of History. This museum is a must-see destination for visitors interested in the history of Mexico City. It features exhibits on the city's pre-Columbian and colonial eras, as well as the history of the Mexican Revolution and modern times. Those interested can tour the museum to learn about the culture in addition to stories of the past. Thanks for joining us on our adventure through Mexico City. We hope this video has given you a taste of the highlights here, from its world-class museums and historical sites to its delicious street food and lively nightlife. We hope you enjoyed learning about all the different activities and attractions found in Mexico's capital, and that you're now inspired to plan your own trip to this amazing destination. Leave us a comment in the section below and tell us what part of Mexico City you're most excited about. We'll be back soon with another exciting adventure, but until then, stay safe and enjoy your next journey.